All right, welcome back. We have balance adjustments, balance patch, guys. This is important because this is gonna go into effect after the preseason, and that's it. But before that, we do have a new code. This is the last code before we get the trailer for Epic 7's Origin. All right. This is the code Heir of the Covenant. I'll also have it down in the comment below so you can just copy it or whatever, right? But let's go look at the balance patch. This is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be an interesting one. Balance adjustments. We did have a leak balance patch put out, so I don't know if anything from there made it onto here. Let's go see, man. Let's go see. Implement changes. 12 heroes. Big one. 12 heroes, 3 artifacts. Alright. It's a big one. Who's on the list? Finally, everybody already seen it. FCC. She's here. Alright. You're happy now? Alright. ML Ken. Okay. ML Ken. I think ML Ken, what ML Ken needed was maybe a EE. I was just thinking, right? A EE that makes him like cleanse 1 debuff when he gets hit or something. Also, they need to make his S1, his skill 1 also auto crit, because is only his like skill 2, I think, and skill 3 are the ones that automatically crit. His S1 doesn't. So some people have been building 100% crit chance Kens, which is kind of a little bit of a waste since his other skills already thing. FCC, people are kind of mad that she was only a. I should just talk about this while I talk about the Spirit Isoline. Sylvan Sage Vivian is getting another buff. That's crazy. Dragon King Sharoon, Fire Lidica, Kayron, Seaside Bellona, and Leafy. Okay. 5-star artifacts. Oh my god. Bellona's getting big buffs. Rengar Drink. Candy Irlandi's Greenlandi's artifact. Wall of Order. Fairy Tale for a Nightmare. Okay. There's no 3 stars on this list. Wait. And there's no 3 stars on this list this time. So it's a big boy. It's a big boy thing. Alright. Knockout. I believe that's the skill 1. Attacks the enemy with a 100% chance to provoke. Yeah, this is skill 1. Attacks the enemy with a Fury of Strikes with a 100% chance to inflict provoke for 1 turn. A successful attack. Alright, W. That's all he needed. That's all he needed. Soul Burn for 10 souls increases damage dealt. Soul Burn damage dealt increase. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna be interesting though, they only increase the damage of his Soul Burn S1, not the overall S1. So yeah, only when you Soul Burn it. Alright, Dragon Flame by 4. At the start of battle, grants vigor for 3 turns. Wait, at the start of the battle, grants vigor for 3 turns. When another except for the caster suffers a critical hit, alright, counter attacks. And when the caster suffers a critical hit, counter attacks with Dragon Flame. Okay, Dragon Flame, acquire 1 soul. Attacks the enemy with a kick and penetrate the target's defense by 40%. I'm pretty sure that's going to go up. Successful attack always results in a critical hit, dealing damage proportional to the caster's lost HP. Okay, at the start of the battle, grants vigor for 3 turns. Same, okay. When ally except for the caster suffers a critical hit, counterattacks. And when the caster suffers a critical hit, counterattacks with Dragon Flame. Dragon Flame acquires 1 soul, attacks the enemy with a kick, penetrates target's defense by 50%. Okay. I mean, there's a 10% in penetration, but it's still gonna put out more damage. A successful attack always results in a critical hit, dealing damage proportional to the caster's lost health. Alright, ML10. Knockout will now guarantee a critical hit upon a successful attack. Yeah, this now Ken is gonna be giga crazy into those like crit type units, because now you don't have to sacrifice like tankiness now. You don't have to sacrifice tankiness just to get 100% crit for the S1 so you can kill like the Elagos or whoever, right? Now you can get more stats, which is a good thing. The big one, Fallen Cecilia. Okay, Fallen Cecilia. People were kind of mad because they were kind of buffing every dark unit just for MLPera. Let's be honest. And people were like, well, oh, she got a speed imprint for MLPera. You know, it wasn't like we weren't. People weren't mad that FCC was getting a buff. It was more like it's only looked like it's going to be tailored to MLPera teams. You know, people want FCC to be, you know, that rival to Luna. You know, so yeah, it was kind of bad because that's what they were. That's what they did, anyways. Spirit of Revenge. Attacks with the Spirit of Revenge, 100% chance to provoke for a 1 turn. Damage will increase proportional to the caster's max health. Attacks the enemy with a Spirit of Revenge and has a 100% chance to inflict provoke for 1 turn. Damage will increase proportional to the caster's max health. Soul Burn. Ignore ER. Oh, okay. Ignore ER, provoke on skill 1. Okay. Okay. The passive. Grants a barrier for 2 turns. The ally with the lowest health at the end of the caster's turn. Barrier strength increases proportional to the caster's max health. Oh, I don't know if this is what people wanted, but let's see. Decreases additional damage and fixed damage received by allies from heroes by 50%. So, if we're thinking additional damage, right? Additional damage. This is a Miki. This is MLK This is 3F. Who else? This is Janua's splash damage. This is Luna's splash damage. Yes, a lot of different things. A lot of different things. This is 50%. By more than 1 damage reduction, effect is granted only the strongest. I mean, you can run her with other damage reduction. Nice. I don't know if this is what people want for FCC, but it is what it is. At the end of the caster's turn, grants a barrier to the ally with the lowest health for 2 turns. Great. Okay. Oh wait. Is there more? Decreases the 2%. Reduction is granted from its effect. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing changed. No, alright. Same. Attacks all enemies. An explosion of spiteful emotions. Grants skill modifier, negating damage received from the next skill attack. Damage that is proportional to the caster's max health. 5 turn cooldown, acquire 2 soul burn. Alright, because the soul burn got moved to the S1. Acquire 2 souls that move. Cooldown, we're going by 1 turn and acquire 3 souls. Okay. What's changing? Attacks all enemies in an explosion of spiteful emotion. Dispels whole. Wait. Hold on. This actually might be funny. So she does a full cleanse on her S3 now, which means you can build her a little bit faster as well to go into Muna. So this is the Muna counter, kinda. This is kind of the Muna counter. Look. Dispels all buffs before transferring all debuff inflicted on the caster. So you might need only on the caster though. But it depends on what it is. Like if you're gonna have to try to avoid silence units, but if you get slept, then you can't move. So, if you get like slept by like a DDR or stunned by like a flan, you're gonna need some ER. You might need some ER a little bit, maybe 100 ER or something like that. Maybe not too much, but then yeah, imagine you get sealed by a Luna and you push that back on the enemy team and seal their units as well. Okay, grant skill modifier once to all allies. Okay, so she cleanses before she does this. Okay, which is good. Damage stealth increases portions of the caster's health. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's fun. It's fun. Stronger protection for allies, and her spirit of resentment is enhanced. First, yeah. But it looks fun. This looks fun. Deals on the enemy back into all enemies, creating a new strategic opportunities for facing debuff-oriented opponents. Yeah. As long as you don't get reset by an Aqua or something like that, you don't get stunned by Veronica. It's still gonna be a little bit hard to pull off, but this is good. This is good because it needs to be debuff on her, not on her team. It needs to be on her as well. So if she's stunned, obviously she can't act, right? If she's sealed and unbuffable into like Muna, then yeah. If she gets reset by like a knockdown, then she can't press S3. It depends. I think a EE could be like make her skill 3 unaffected by cooldowns or something. So that way you can just cleanse whenever. But who knows? Who knows? Spirit Isoline, she's actually very good into dark units. I don't know why she's getting a buff, but let's see. What is the problem with Spirit Isoline? Attacks the enemy with a sheath. When this skill is used, if it was not triggered by a dual attack, 50% chance to use Nimble Sword instead of Mighty Strike. Wait, they made this 100%, didn't they? Like when she has, I thought they buffed her before, and they made this 100% when she has the her buff that she gives herself. Not the rage. I'm thinking of rage, but it's the MLTU buff as well. No, sword instead of mighty strike. When the caster is possessed, possession effect is doubled. Yeah. This skill does not trigger a dual attack. Nimble Sword dispels one debuff from the caster before swiftly attacking the enemy and absorbs some of the damage it does with health. Penetrate target defense by 50%. Yeah. This is her S1. It's a crazy long S1. Attacks the enemy with a sheath. When the skill is used, if it was not triggered by a dual attack and the caster has... This is actually good. This is good because now you can put her on immunity and she will use this. If you have like her on immunity set or anything, you have somebody who gives like protection set at a barrier or something. Now she will always use it, so she doesn't always have to press S3 first. Alright, that's a good change, but she does need still the possession to counter, but you know, you can use it on S1, and it'll be very good as well if she's soul burning. Alright, if she's soul burning, if she doesn't have possession and she's trying to soul burn her S1 to get back to her S3, yeah, it's a good thing. After granting increased attack to the caster, wait, what? Oh, she gets an attack buff, so she's becoming kind of like MLTU. Okay, like MLTU, when he has that buff, he also gets an attack buff, which she's gonna hit very hard because MLTU has 2 buffs, right? He has 2 attack buffs. He has the regular attack buff, which I believe increases your attack by 50%, and 25% from the possession buff. So if she has possession as well, which I guess you still want to go for possession, yeah, possession, then she's gonna get attack buff every turn, just like MLTU on this S1. Alright. Swiftly attacks the enemy, absorbs some of the damage to itself, penetrates target's defense, alright, it stays the same. That thing's an okay change, yeah. Doesn't seem bad. He doesn't seem bad. Spirit's Gate, bringing possession awakened, the 4. Alright. Opens all the gates of spirits, dispelling all debuffs from the caster and making the caster possessed for 3 turns. Revives all dead allies before granting immortality to all allies for 1 turn. What's going on here? Opens the gate, revive all dead allies, dispel all debuffs from all allies. So, okay. More reliable cleansers. That's what we've been asking for, more cleansers. They give us FCC up here. They give us FCC. Alright. Alright. Dispels all... Wait. I read FCC wrong. Holy crap. Wait. Did I read her wrong? Wait. I am late. Dispels all buffs before transferring all debuffs inflicted on the caster. I thought she cleansed. What? Alright, I read that. That's my bad. But, okay. So, Celine is becoming a more reliable cleanser. She's also be going to do way more damage as well. Silver Siege Vivian is an interesting one. She already got a buff before. Attacks the enemy with mana before increasing speed of the caster for 1 turn and increasing attack by 20%. The attack increases can stack up to 3 times. Okay. Attacks the enemy with mana before increasing combat readiness of the caster by what? 15%. So counter Vivian. I don't understand this one. 15% and increasing attack by 20%. I think the increased speed was better, maybe. Increases attack effect can stack up to 3 times. On the caster's turn, when focus is full, activates the same. So, but you're gonna have to ban Sea Phantom Politics though. It's gonna be hard. But if she gets hit once, when she attacks, she's gonna go at full focus. So I wonder if that's gonna trigger. Even if she's at 4, if she hits, she's gonna gain a focus. Right? She's gonna gain a focus, but is that gonna trigger it, or does she have to start at full? We'll see. We'll see how that plays out in game, right? Okay. At the start of the first battle, fully recovers focus, and at the end of the turn, gains 1 focus. Yeah, it's at the end of the turn. Yeah, so I don't know why they. Let's just read it first. When focus is 3 or higher, immune to debuffs. When attack, if expected damage suffered is equivalent to 30% or more. Wait, what's changing? I don't see any red text yet down here. Okay, see. 30% or more of max health consumes 1 focus, decreasing damage suffered by 70%. When more than 1 damage. But I swear this thing doesn't work. I swear this. She takes a lot of damage still. Oh my gosh. When more than 1 damage reduction effect is granted, only the strongest effect is applied. Insight applies to heroes only. Insight? Oh yeah, okay. At the start of the first battle, fully recovers focus, and at the end of the turn gains 1 focus. When focus is 3 or higher, and everything is staying the same. 30%. I thought it would increase damage taken. 30%. When more than 1 damage reduction is granted, only the strongest effect is applied. Insight only applies to PvP. Oh, huh? This is a buff. This is a nerf. This is a nerf. What's going on here? Or even if it's not a nerf, it doesn't change anything. Because PvP only has zeros in it. PvP only has zeros in it. Alright. Are they talking about the damage reduction thingy? So maybe, I don't know if anybody was using her in maybe raids or something. But I don't know why this has to change. There's nothing changing here. Okay. Nature's Judgment. Let's just read the Awakened version. Cooldown is going up. What the hell? Cooldown is going up. Anyway. Let's see. Attacks all enemies by bringing forth the power of nature before recovering health of all allies. Damage increases with more enemies. Amount recovered increases proportional to the caster's attack. Attacks all enemies by bringing forth the power of nature before decreasing skill cooldowns of all allies. Oh my god. By 1 turn and recovering health. Amount recovered proportional to the caster's attack. So she's gonna be... Okay. Is she gonna lose some damage on it though? But lowering skill cooldowns is a good thing, actually. So that's nice. That's nice. So that's why they're increasing the turn of it. And acquire 1 focus. Okay. I'll take this. This I don't understand. This here. This I don't understand, but I'll take this. Okay. Dragon King Sharu. Very good into DDR, very good into stuns, into Mort as well. Okay. I think, okay, Sharu. I think she needed a bigger CR push. I think she needed a bigger CR push. But yeah, at the start of the turn, the spells all deep. Wait. At the start of the which prevent movement from all allies. At the end of someone's turn, when an ally is inflicted with a debuff, which prevent movement, increases combat readiness of the caster by 30%. I think that needs to go up to 50 or more. Grants Cascade to all allies can only be activated once per turn. Cascade after attacking deals 2500 fixed damage. Yep, dispelled after attacking. Okay. Okay, at the end of someone's turn, when ally is inflicted with a debuff which prevents movement, grants Cascade. Wait. This is kind of bad. This is kind of the order. Okay, order of operations is usually it's very usually kind of important in Epic 7, right? It's very important. So if you have unbuffable on you, if you have like unbuffable plus like a stun or something, you're not gonna get the Cascade, right? Yeah, because at the end of someone's turn, when an ally is inflicted with a debuff which prevents movement, grants Cascade to all allies, and then dispels. But you're not going to get the Cascade, but you're still going to get dispels all debuffs which prevent movement before increasing combat readiness of the caster by 40%. I still think it should have been 50, but hey, 40% is still huge, very huge. But the dispel should be first. But let's see. Can only be activated once per turn. Cascade, yeah. Wait. Cascade is getting a buff. They didn't list that there, but it looks like Cascade is getting a buff. So this is also a Tori buff. Tori's getting buffed. Okay. Tori's getting buffed. If Cascade is getting a buff, Tori's getting a buff. Tori leads. Deals 4000 fixed damage to the target, dispelled after attacking. Okay. Tori buff. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of crazy. Attacks all enemies with the power of the Divine Dragon, decreasing all buff durations by 2 turns before a 400% chance to inflict class debuff, right? 2 turns, decreasing combat readiness by 20%, pushback, okay. Increases combat readiness of the caster by 50%. Wait, that's going away. Woo! Freaking Constellation is gonna get changed. I'm sorry for that, but hey, that's kind of caught me off guard there. That caught me off guard. At the end of someone's turn, when an ally is inflicted with a debuff which presents movement. Grand Cascade. Yeah, I read that already. Attacks all enemies with the power of Divine Dragon. Decreasing buff durations by 2 turns before 100% chance to inflict. Cannot be buffed. You can be buffed, okay. Cannot be buffed and class debuff for 2 turns. Decreases combat readiness by 20%. Doesn't that inflict? Yeah. Scorpio. Let me go check that out. She's a Scorpio. Let me just go check that out real quick for Soul Weaver's Scorpio. So whose stats is she getting? So she's currently. Let me. I'm looking at the journal here. I should probably switch screen so you can see this. Okay, so yeah, we're in the journal here. Let's go find Dragon King Sharu because I don't own her. So she is a light Soul Weaver, yes. Alright. So her current stats are Alright. She's a 106 base speed, 53, 40 health, 720 defense. No starting ER, starting effectiveness, and she's gonna be going into Virgo. She's transforming into a. This is so she's Scorpio right now, right? She's Virgo right now. She's going to be Virgo into Scorpio. This is like the second time I've seen a change in constellations. Actually, I don't remember if there was more, but let's look at the Soul Weavers. Let's see who is Scorpio here. All right. Just use Ning Ning. Ning Ning. So she's getting more speed. She's losing some health. I think she's losing. Is she losing defense? She's getting more speed and more effectiveness. Okay. Or is that part of Ning Ning? Let's just find another one just so we can be sure. Let's find another one. I don't know. I don't remember who else is. Yeah. I just make sure, because Ning Ning might have that in her passive or something. No. So yeah, she's getting way more speed, and she's getting effectiveness, which is cool. All right, that's good. That's good. More effectiveness, more speed, so you can put more ER on her as well. Okay, let's go back to the patch notes. All right, so yeah, she is getting way more speed, way more effectiveness. She's losing some HP, but I think she's also gaining defense. Correct me if I'm wrong or not. But let's go back here. The only thing here to me is if somebody inflicts unbuffable on you before they sleep you or stun you or mort you, you're not gonna get the cascade. All right. Movement. Yeah, you're not gonna get a cascade. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Fire Lidica. Attacks with a sword decreasing combat readiness by 10%. Attacks the enemy with a sword and has a 80% chance each. Wait, what? 80% chance each to inflict 2 bleeding effects. What the hell are they doing? I know they're buffing bleeds and stuff, but 2 bleeding effects for 1 turn. At the end of the turn, detonates bleeding effects inflicted on the target. Damage dealt decreased. Is this a buff? I know they're increasing bleed, burn, and bombs damage by 50%. Characters are also gaining. They said they wanted to fix RGBs. I don't know why they're reducing the damage though, but they said they want regular RGBs to feel useful. And the next frenzy that we're getting when the season ends is increasing, I believe, attack by all heroes by 1500 at the end total. 1500 total and 500 defense. I think I saw that. Decreasing combat readiness. Inflicts 2 bleeding for that. So you're gonna have to build her slower now with more damage, because these scale of attack. I don't know if that's a good change or not. If you use her, you let me know. Attacks with a sword, decreasing combat readiness by 10%. When an enemy is defeated, decreases combat readiness by 10%. Oh, by an additional 10%. Wait, what? When an enemy is debuffed, okay. Decreases combat readiness by an additional 10%. Attaching with a sword has an 80% chance each to inflict 2 bleeding effects for 2 turns. At the end of the turn, detonates bleeding effects inflicted on the target. Damage not decreased. Alright, Thornbush. This DS2 attacks all enemies 100% chance each to decrease hit chance for 1 turn to make them unhealable for 1 turn and dispel 1 debuff. 1 buff. I keep saying debuffs. Inflicts resource depletion on all enemies by 60%. So this is a young Senya counter. It seems like young Senya counter. This also could go into Flan as well. So if you've seen those Guild War defenses with Mort, Young Senya, and A flan on it. So you're gonna reduce A flans. You're gonna reduce A flans. Young Senya, so she's not gonna proc, right? As well, like in decreasing buff durations by 1 turn and inflicting blind for 2 turns for each target. Okay. Increases combat readiness of the caster by 25%. It should have been 25% per target. That would have been cool. But hey, Soulburn 20 ignores ER, cooldown 4 turns. Or they increased the amount you need to Soulburn. Ignore ER, cooldown 4 turns. I don't know why they did this, but hey, it is what it is. But that is a cool S2. S3 attacks the enemy with a whip sword, decreasing buff durations by 1 turn before decreasing combat readiness by 100% and decreasing speed for 2 turns. Grants the caster skill nullifier once, negating damage received from the next skill. Acquired soul is going down. Attacks the enemy with a whip sword, inflicting decreased defense for 2 turns before decreasing combat readiness by 100%. Oh, so he can still use it as an opener. Grant skill nullifier once to all allies, just like Green Lidica. Fire once, yeah, to all allies now. Ooh, that's kind of crazy. When the target is inflicted with blind, ignores effect resistance. So you S2 push up. And that's why there should have been like 20%, 25 per target. I don't want to get cleaved by this one. I think it should have been like that. Wait, for each target. Oh yeah, 100%. Okay. Never mind. I didn't read it properly. For each target, increases combat readiness of the caster by 25. So it's 100% CR push. Okay, 100% CR push. You're gonna have blind on you. Ignore ER, defense, break, push back. So you don't really need that much effectiveness on her anymore, unless you're trying to tag the young Senya and push her back. All right. Actually, this is good. This is good. Okay, in line with this balance adjustment, Lidica's exclusive equipment will be adjusted as follows. Okay. Exclusive equipment effect 1 before increases damage dealt by Wild Rose by 20%. Increases Wild Rose's chance to inflict bleeding by 20%. This is going to go up to 100% chance. Okay. EE2 increases Wild Rose's base decreased combat readiness amount by 5%, which would take it to 15%. Inflicts restrict on all enemies for 2 turns when using Thornbush. Okay. But not. That's kind of crazy. Alright. Increases Rose wishes to spell debuff amount by 1. Decreases buff durations by an additional 1 turn when using Thornbush. So if you go back to Thornbush attacks all enemies 100%. Attacks all enemies. It inflicts resource reduction by 60%. Alright. So when before attacking, decreasing buff durations by 2 turns. 10. And if you blind. Okay. Wait. Bind. This is really huge. I thought it was blind. What the hell? I keep reading stuff so badly today. Alright, but bind is very good. It means you can counter, you can dual attack with that person as well. And then things like Janua, if you bind, there's some units that it doesn't apply to, but if you bind Janua, he can't activate his S2 when he has binds on him. Like that's why order of operations is very important, as I was talking about on the Emma Sharoon thing. If it says in their skill description that they do something and then cleanse, then it's gonna get screwed by bind. If it says it cleanses first and then does something, then it can get rid of bind, right? Okay. Fire Kairon. Attacks with a sword with a 50% chance to decrease hit chance for 1 turn. Dealing damage proportional to the caster's lost health. Yeah. Void Slash. And when the skill is used, if it's not triggered by a dual attack and the caster has a buff, the skill changes the target to all enemies. Yep, for skill 1, what's changing? Damage doesn't yeah, nothing's changing, but damage doesn't increase, soulburn damage doesn't increase. So you're gonna be doing more damage. Okay, so not too much to look at there. Grants immortality. Wait, grants immortality and increased evasion for 1 turn when the caster receives lethal damage. He needs a cleanse, by the way. He needs a cleanse because you just slap on buffable on him and you focus him down. He's dead. Receive lethal damage and reset seal cooldowns of Apocalypse can only be activated once every 6 turns. Okay. When the caster receives lethal damage, grants immortality for 1 turn and increases evasion for 2 turns. And increased evasion for 2 turns. 2 turns. Okay. Okay, for 2 turns and reset skill cooldowns can only be activated once every. He's still gonna get a cleanse, so he still just slap unbuffable on him and he's dead. But and Veronica as well, so you know. Attacks the enemy with Archdemon's Might. Thing with a sword. So yeah, okay. So when the enemy defeated extends the evil durations of buffs granted the caster by 1 turn. Damage on the 50 points of the caster's lock health. Attacks the enemy with Archdemon's Might contained within the sword. Before absorbing some of the damage dealt as health. When the enemy is defeated, extends the evil durations granted the caster by 1 turn. Damage on the 50 points of the caster's lock health. Awakened version, nothing's changing. Damage dealt increased. Let's see. Imprint concentration before 6 to 18% attack is going 5. Critical hit chance. Okay, critical hit chance is always good. Yeah, critical hit chance is always a good concentration. Seaside Balloon is an interesting one. I'm with my friends before. Redirects 30% of the damage suffered by the caster to the foremost ally. When more than 1 damage sharing effect is granted, only the strongest effect is applied. Okay. The caster gains 1 focus when an ally is attacked. When an ally is attacked and the caster's stacked focus is 5, loses all focus and activates You're Not Cute. You're Not Cute. Attacks all enemies with a fan, 50% chance decrease defense for 2 turns. Okay. For every surviving ally, it decreases damage suffered by 10%, so she has 40% damage reduction at the start of battle. When more than 1 damage reduction effect is granted, only the strongest effect is applied. Okay. When ally is attacked, gain 1 focus, and when the caster's stacked focus is 5, consumes all focus and activates You're Not Cute. You're Not Cute attacks all enemies with a fan, 75% chance to inflict decreased defense for 2 turns. Okay. Is going up. More consistent defense breaks. This is a 75% chance, but you know. Attacks all enemies with a spray of water, 100% chance each to make them unable to be buffed and unhealable for 2 turns. A critical hit decreases damage. And a critical hit increases damage dealt. Attacks all enemies with a spray of water, dispelling all buffs. Oh my god. 100% chance to inflict cannot be buffed and unhealable for 2 turns. Damage dealt increased is going to be the damage that they took from this. Okay, good. I can just make a tank SSB and just focus her on the debuffs. That's good. Since she doesn't, I mean, you still want her for the damage, but you know. Leafy's getting a buff as well. That's interesting. Leafy. Okay. Alright. Attacks the enemy with a sword before increasing speed of the caster for 1 turn. Oh wait, your S1 is being changed. Okay, when the target's Omen is 3, consumes all, activating Call of the Abyss. Call of the Abyss. Makes a deep sea creature attack the enemy. Right? And when the enemy is defeated, inflicts extinction and recovers health of all allies. Cannot trigger a critical hit, penetrates the target's defense, right, by 100%. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health, and amount recovered is increases proportional to the target's max health. Okay. Attacks the enemy with a sword before granting increased speed to the caster for 1 turn after attacking. Consumes all, activating Call of the Abyss. Call of the Abyss calls for the deep sea creature to attack the enemy. Alright. Extinction recovers health. Before increasing combat readiness of the caster by 50%. Cannot trigger critical hit, finishes the target defense by 100%. Amount recovered and damage that increases proportional to the caster's max health, which is going to give her more healing for the team. Okay. Okay. She's going to have the speed buff still, right? This one, granting increased speed buff, 50% CR push. She's going to be lacking a little bit more. Dude, Dustina. I didn't even realize Dustina was on here. Keith one move. Attacks the enemy with a staff. Heals the enemy with the lowest health. Healing increases proportional to the caster's max health. Okay. Amount recovered increase. Soul burn healing increased. Okay. Dustina's Grace. Let's read the awakened version. Grants all allies the blessing of Spirit Lord, reviving. Wait. Grants all allies. Wait, what? The blessing of the Spirit Lord. I thought it was her S2 or Okay. Reviving all the allies 20% HP. All allies that are not dead dispels all debuffs before recovering health. Amount recovered increases proportional to the caster's max. So at the start of the first battle, grant Spirit's blessing to the caster for 2 turns. Oh wait. This is big. This is gonna be big, isn't it? Alright, they're changing the wording as well. To the benediction of a Spirit Lord, revives all dead allies to 30%. Doesn't change that much. For all allies that are not dead, dispels all debuffs before recovering health. Amount recovered increases proportional to the caster's max health. At the start of the first battle, grant Spirit's blessing to the caster for 3 turns. So she's gonna have the ER buff for a turn longer. Cooldown is going down as well. It's a good change for Dustina. It's okay. It's a good change for Dustina. Bit of a fuller intended role. Okay. Hit amount. Okay, Greenlandy. Okay. This is fire. Fires at the enemy. Increases the caster's combat readiness by 15%. Combat readiness increase an amount of fighting spirit gained or doubled when the enemy is buffed. Okay. Attacks the enemy with gunfire. Nothing's changing. Damage dealt increased on this skill 1. Increases the caster's attack by 20% after attacking. This effect can stack up to 3 times, so it goes up to 60% attack. At the start of the turn, gains 10 fighting spirit for each. Wait, what's changing here? Oh. At the start of the first battle, gains 50 fighting spirit and grants stealth for 1 turn, so she doesn't need guiding light anymore. At the start of the turn, gains 10 fighting spirit for each buff granted to an enemy. This is good because a lot of people are running protection set immunity. So since she has 50 already, returns at the start of the turn, gains 10 fighting spirit. Let's see. At the start of the turn, gains 10 for, so there's 4 of them, and they're set immunity, that's 80. Am I crazy? 10 per buff. Yeah, it'll be 4 and then 4, 8. Yeah, so it'll be 80 fighting spirit. Pretty much. The enemy When fighting fitness will reset skill cooldown after attacking. Oh. Reset skill cooldown. Starts the first battle. Oh, he still has starts the first battle with 50 fighting spirit, so that doesn't really change. Gain 10 fighting spirit for each buff granted to an enemy. Well, I guess it's only the stuff that's changing then, it seems like. Okay, it's just the stealth. I thought it was changing, but it's just the stealth. 113 Moonlight 4 stars. What's your Shuri? Oh, it's what's happening with you, my boy, Mr. Speed Imprint. Choose a magic bullet at the enemy, penetrating their defense by 80%. Attack the enemy with a mana bullet, penetrates target's defense by 100%. Okay. Finishing shot. Penetrating defense. Attacks the enemy with a mana bullet, penetrating the target's defense 100%. Increases hit chance by 50% when using this skill. Okay, so they're trying to snipe out the flan. They're trying to, because they see they did the fire Lidica decreasing resource. They got hit chance. Watcher Shuri also has hit chance now, so you can maybe hit Para, snipe the Para at the start of the turn. Who knows? Snipe on the Rylet, something like that, right? You can put him on the guild already, maybe. I don't know if people use him on the guild already, but when I fight into a Para, I try to use Benny Maru and I put him on the guild artifact that gives you hit chance to try and snipe the Rylet or whoever the problem unit is, Rylet or the Flan, one of those two. Increases cooldown of finishing shot. Oh, the EE is changing. Increases hit chance of finishing shot by... Wait, what? Wait. He has 100% hit chance. Okay. Watcher Shuri has 100% hit chance, so he can just kill a Flan. He can just kill a Flan straight out. Okay. Oh, right. That's funny. Yeah, they're trying to deal with Flan. You can see that. Rengar special drink. When attacking all enemies, has a 50 to 100% chance to inflict additional damage after attacking. Additional damage increases proportional to the caster's attack after using an attack that targets all enemies. Okay. All enemies has a 50 to 100% chance to deal additional damage proportional to target damage. Or additional damage amount increase. Same thing. Okay. Wall of Order. At the start of the turn, for each buff granted to an enemy, has a 50 to 100% chance to grant increased attack greater. Just at the end of the turn, grant barrier equal to 50% of the actual attack. Okay. What's changing? At the start of the turn, for each buff granted to an enemy, has a 6 to 12% chance. Yeah, it's going up by 2%. Yeah. To grant increased attack greater for one turn. At the end of the turn, has a 50 to 100% chance to grant stealth. So Landy's artifact kind of became Guiding Light. It became Guiding Light. Wall of Order is now Guiding Light. Oh my gosh. Fatal for a Nightmare. After an extra attack, counter attack, or a dual attack, has a 60% chance to dispel one buff from the target, and 100% chance to deal 750 to 1500 fixed damage. After an extra attack, counter attack, or dual attack, has a 40 to 80. What does it go from? 60%. There's going to be 60%, I think, still, right? At plus 15. 60%. 80% chance to dispel one buff from the target, and 100% chance to deal 1000 to 2000. Okay, more damage. Fixed damage. Okay. Wait, they didn't address that Cascade. Because is Cascade only be buffed on Sharoon, but the Cascades. We're just gonna make funny posts. It'll be interesting though. It will be interesting. But yeah, that's it for this video. It's been a long one. So yeah, we'll see you.